Hello grade 11, we're going to do this program now, procedure with parameters. Now before we carry on, let's talk about parameters. Increment is a procedure and you put in a number in there. Whatever you put there, that is a parameter. Another one that you know is show message, and in brackets you put a string, okay? And you remember these procedures. These are built-in procedures. Now we're going to write our own procedures with parameters in, but we'll have more than one parameter in this method that we're going to write now. We have to write a procedure called display info that's going to hold those parameters. We'll discuss them now. So we write a procedure. You can write it either here in private, or you can put it underneath any other procedure that you see there. Okay. Procedure. It is called display info. Display info, and in brackets we've got to write cteam, which is a char data type, cteam colon char, and then the second parameter, the first parameter is a char data type. Take note of that, that's quite tricky. You've got to make sure you send a char there for the first parameter. The second parameter is a string called sname, and then the third is sitem. And that is, they're both strings, sname, comma, sitem. So we can put them like that, colon string. And take note how we separate the two types. I could have said sname colon string and sitem colon string separated by semicolons, but we declare it like that. Now this is a procedure, and now we finished writing the header, so we highlight it and Control Shift C, and you see it comes up like that. If you've written the header correctly, sname and sitem, those are two others. The first one is a name. Now here it says we've got to worry about our input. Let's just go and look at our input before we go and read let's worry about our input first, okay? Surname starts with AG is team 1, H to O is team 2, and so on. Surname starting with. The writer program user can enter a surname and choose the type of item the learner complete in. And we're going to worry about changing the colors in the rich edit. That's another little challenge. And we're going to use this procedure to display the info. So we're going to get the first character of the person's name in the button display click event. So we'll get our input. Let's just go and get our input here. A string from there and item index there. So we're going to say var s line or s full. I'm going to call it s full name colon string, and then we're going to make an integer item colon integer, and I'm just going to set those to the input components first, the easy thing. S full name will be equal to edt surname. Oh, it's got to be s surname, sorry. So s surname, equals edt surname dot text, and then our item must be equal to rgp item dot item index, rgp item dot item index. But that's not actually what we really want. We don't want the item name, because guess what? Here is our display info. We've got to get the first, the team, first letter of the surname, the actual surname, and s item as a string. So we don't want the item index. We could do it, but there's an easier way to do this. Let's make s item name, make it a string, and then I'm going to say is item name equals rgp RGP items, RGP item, sorry, dot items, square brackets, RGP item dot item index. That will automatically return that S item name equal sign. That will automatically fill S item name with either long jump, shot put, track event, or hop, skip and jump in. Yeah, that's what this code will do. So you don't need a case RGB item.item index of naught to naught and go and type all of that out. You just have to do this, and then you'll get the right string from this radio group box into this variable called S item name. So that was a quick way of doing that. But now we want to get the first character of the surname, and we're going to send it to display info, procedure called display info. So let's go and get the first character of the surname. I'm going to say, I'm going to call it a char data type, C first colon char. So I'm going to say C first equals S character number 1. Okay, so that's fine. Then we're going to call display info and send all of those things to display info. So when we go display info, and we're going to send C team, C first. You see that the list of items that you have to put in are there. First the char, so I'm going to use this variable there called C first, put that in first. Then I'm going to use S sir for the name. Then I'm going to use S item name. See, we didn't actually want to use the item index. So as you can see, that matches what we, the parameter list of the procedure called display info. There's the parameter C team, C first, S name is S sir, and S item is S item name. So you can't use these variables here over there. You can't write them in there. No, you don't. You use the ones that you've just generated here, these local variables. Display info is going to display, and display info is going to do everything. So we're going to do it here in display info procedure. We're going to go and check if the C team is in, now we can use case. We can use case C team of A to G, H to naught, P to Z. And then you'll have team 1, 2, and 3. But we also have to change the colors of the rich edit. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the word team 1, the name of the item the learner will take part in must be displayed in each team's colors. So the name and item. So we're displaying the name and the item, and whether we must display team 1 or team 2 or team 3, yeah, we might as well. Or we can just, we don't have to display team 1, team 2 or team 3. We don't have to display team 1, team 2 or team 3. We have to display the names in the rich edit. We don't have to display the team 1 or just in blue, red, or red, green or blue. So I'm going to say case C team of A dot dot, what is the other one? G, and then I can do a begin and end maybe for that. We're going to do something. Well, actually we don't need to do that, we can just change the rich edit color. So let's go and do that. What's the name of the rich edit? Already out dot paragraph dot font. We can do font dot color. Already out dot font dot color equals CL, what do they say, it must be for A to G, CL red. And that's what we will do for all three. We'll just change the color of the font. I'm not going to write the word team 1 or team 2 or team 3. So we just want to display the name in the learner, and then we'll display it in the team's colors, red, green and blue. So H to O is green and P to Z is blue. H to O is green and P to Z is blue. Now because this is a display info, we also have to display the words, and we then go and do this, red out dot font dot color, we've done the red out dot lines dot add. We're going to display the person's name, S name, plus, and then the #9 plus. Where's S name coming from? There. We used C team. You see, we used C team over here. Now we use S name and S item is coming in here. S name and S item. Now, depending on how this is going to work, I might have to make some changes here to this. To already out.font.color, and we'll give it a go. Okay, do short put display. So now it's in green and Jacobs. And let's say he's going to do long jump. Oops, so see it, what it does, it's changing everybody's color to green, so I have to do something different there. Just already out dot font dot color equals CL black. Well, that's I think it's cell attributes actually. Dot cell attributes dot color equals, yeah, it's probably cell attributes. Let's go, give it another shot. Display Jacobs display, there we go, so now it works. So what if Uber, okay, display, so there you go, so it was cell attributes dot color. Right, so that's that program, but just remember that you're calling display info in the button. This is the button click event, display info with those three, and then it will run this procedure over here that we've just written. Right, so see you again tomorrow.